At Smith's right now. I'm gonna get some more food for the week. Just played all night at Bally's with Hooker Guy. He's still around. It was awesome. I was on table 3 to start. He was in the tournament. He ended up getting 4th place in the tournament for a couple $100. He came to my table briefly, lost hands he played. Then he went to the last tournament of the night. He was first in the 8 p.m., then he went to the 11 p.m. On first break, he came over to talk to me, and I just said, you know, 4th place, you got to beat that. You got to get top 3. So we made a bet, which was all his idea. If he beat his 4th place finish from the 8 p.m., if he got 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, I owed him $15. If he got 4th, it was a push, and if he got 5th or worse, he owed me $15. There were 18 people left on first break, so it was really in my favor. He got 11th. So he paid me the 15 bucks, and then he went to table 6 to play cash. My table was solid, but eventually we broke, and I wound up on table 6 also, and it was just wild. If you go to my Twitter, there's 4 pictures. Most of those hands, him and someone else were playing blind. There was a hand in particular, I didn't get video, but I got a picture of it. Someone raced to 20, someone re-raced to 85 pre-flop. One guy called blind, ends up showing me his cards when he folds the flop. I was watching him and a Hooker Guy like a hawk to see if they were actually playing these hands blind. They were. This guy called 85 blind pre, wound up with pocket 9s though, and Hooker Guy called 85 blind pre. He wound up with jacks, but it was an ace-high board, and 9s folded. Hooker Guy and the 3-better got all in. The 3-better won. He had pocket queens. That was happening a lot. Raises pre between 50 and 100, and these 2 guys, Hooker Guy and New Guy, both calling blind and first looking at their hands on the flop. Best hand, which I got video of, I'll show you in a second, was a 4-way all-in pre. It was Hooker Guy who had about 280, another guy who had about 280, then long hair on the other end of the table, he had like 330, and someone on my side of the table who also had about 330. It was a 4-way all-in pre. Here's the video. It's a little tough to see the board. It's king, queen high on the flop and a pair of 6s at some point. It was like, not in this order exactly, but king, queen, 6, 6, 2, something like that. So here's this 4-way all-in. Got some footage from the table.
Are we on the high limits of poker?
Max paid, max paid. I'm counting out my chips, so I don't even
Deuce of diamonds.
Do it. Please give me a fucking
Someone got a 6, they got it.
288.
I think I got it.
Someone show something.
Someone show something. Show yours first, sir.
Just gotta work in that order?
That's
Smaller style.
I would like everybody else to show
You're
it.
gonna have a
Alright,
center.
kings and 6s.
Kings and 6s.
Kings and queens.
Kings and
Please give me the
queens.
fucking goddamn. I guess I need aces, right?
Ship
I
it.
need an ace.
Monk that shit? I got it?
You got it.
Pinta, baby, let's go!
There's a second pot. Hang on.
Oh, he still wins this thing. Oh, fuck! God damn it. I mucked it
See
early.
how bad I
I mucked
am?
it pretty early.
So that was a lot of fun, and then towards the end, there was a 3-way all-in pre. One guy had about 100. Hooker Guy didn't just call, he went all in for 600 total. So the first 100 into the main pot, 500 all in into a side pot, got called by someone who had about the same stack. Hooker Guy had 8s, the other guy had jacks. Jacks held for a $1,000 side pot. The 3rd guy won the main pot. He got his 100 up to 300. But pretty wild night. Hooker Guy being in the room, just in the area, makes it awesome. Even without Hooker Guy though, Bally's has been very consistent after like 8:30 or so at night. It was weird yesterday, well, like 2 nights ago, there was only 1 table. I got there about 11. There was only 1 table from 11 to when I left at 5. It was a solid table. You know, I played the whole time, the 6 hours. But tonight at midnight, we had 4 tables with a list. So inconsistent on how many games are going, but it's been consistent, you know, the play at the tables once you get into the late evening. So probably playing there a lot. And earlier in the day, Aria's been consistent. So we'll see how all that goes in the future. And if more Hooker Guy things happen, I'll be sure to let you know.